Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 22, Season 1 here, and we're hanging out on No Man's Land, and I found out something very interesting here. You know, the old FS19, whenever you had storage bins like this, if it said it had 1 million, or in this case 200,000 storage units, it was per type, right? If you notice, it doesn't give me the toggle to unload. Because if I go under here and look, there's 200,000 units in there. Which means I can't store anymore, so I'm actually going to have to sell some of these crops here. Which are no big deal. Like I said, just finishing up the first part of harvest here in July. Got a bunch of straw that I still need to bale up. We've got lots of corn growing here. We still have to get around to getting something to be able to chop silage so that we can chop silage into our bunker here so that we can get some sort of TMR or something going for our cows. Cows are doing great. I should probably have raised the cruise control, because if we go to the cows, yeah, we've got 8,500 units of milk already. We're working at 80% productivity. Reproduction's at 30% already. So cows are definitely doing good. Sheep are doing great. We've got a lot of wool. We really need to just make some money this fall here so that we can get our processing, our factories basically done, so that we can come back around and make some money off of that stuff. I think once we get those production units going, I think money will not be much of an issue for us, but we'll have to see. We are definitely at the outer limits of our equipment size-wise, and we're going to have to upgrade if we want to get any bigger. So we need that cash flow coming in so that we don't have to worry about it. But while we're at it, we'll at least sell this stuff and see what we get for it. With it being canola, it should be a decent amount of money. There's 1,000, 2,000, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can we get 10,000 out of it? 8, 9, 10,500. That's not so bad. It's actually a decent little chunk. We've got a little bit more in the combine that we'll have to sell as well. And then I gotta look at the upper points of like selling price and see if we can figure out when would be a good time for us to sell it. Let's see how that goes, but I'm gonna get that stuff unloaded off of the combine, and I've got to get baling because I think we've got rain coming in tomorrow. Yeah, there's rain coming in tomorrow. Overnight actually. So I have got a bunch of baling to get done here. In fact, I'm not even too worried about what's in the combine at this point. I've got straw to bale, and I've got straw bales to pick up. And I don't think at this point we're going to worry about selling, or I mean keeping the straw bales for the cows. I think we're just going to sell them for now, because we need the cash, so we might as well utilize it. Ooh, that was a pretty good stutter there. I'm rendering a video as we speak, so it's not the greatest of things to be doing while also recording, but unfortunately it was at a point where I had to record, so just had to get to that point, you know. But we'll dump this trailer for now. We'll grab the baler, and if I remember correctly, we can grab 2 rows at once with the baler. If not, we'll just do whatever, but I'm just going to drop this here for now. Oh. There we go. Grab the baler. See, in previous episode, I think we already looked at this, or already did this, so you guys probably have the answer if you watched it recently, but It's been a while since I've done this. And of course we got one hay bale in there too, so I'll have to sell the hay bale. Ooh, watch out for that sprayer. Poor thing. Alright, so let's look here. Yeah, looks like we can do 2 at once. As long as we go right down the middle. Perfect. Well, that makes things a little easier. So, I'm going to start baling up the straw and get everything sold, and we'll see where we end up before the rain comes. Well, looks like 18 bales at a time is the decent oh boy. Oh, that's a little heavy. It's all good. We'll be fine. 18 bales is what I got on this, this trailer here. It seemed like about the right amount to put on it. So if we do this, there we go. So we get $10,000 per set of bales. There's probably about 4 to 5 loads, I would say. So we're looking at $40,000 to $50,000 total. Somewhere between 60, 70 we'll end up with in the pocketbook, which isn't bad. Might get us enough to do something with chopping. Because that's something we're gonna have to look into here. Although I do want to get other factories set up. I think we gotta focus on getting the cows ready to go, and then we can focus on other stuff. I mean, we do have a lot of cash technically sitting in our silo right now that we're gonna sell at some point here. We get a chance, so we do have that to look forward to. The goal is to not go into debt any more than we already are, because we are way in debt. That's not even funny. Alright, this looks like a good spot to stop. I'm going to load up some more and keep selling them, and I'll see how close I get to that 70,000 that I'm guessing we might be at. Oh well, it turns out I was actually really close to my estimate here. This is the 5th load, which is exactly how much I expected there to be, roughly. And I had 1 extra bale that I had to throw up on top. So we should get our 50,000 that we were looking for, right? Just take that off. Those get eaten up, and that one's a little over 10, so we got 72,000. So as far as options go, 4 choppers at this point. Obviously we have these big guys that are worth lots and lots of money and we don't really want to touch. We've got forage harvester heads. Which are all the normal. Wow, there's a lot of them. This be it, isn't it? Is that the one that goes on your tractor? So that one's for trees. Looks like chaff there. So that's for hay. That's for hay. Hay. This chops a whole bunch of crops. As do these. Well, you can chop a lot of different things. What are those items? That's my question. Sometimes you gotta go to this to figure out what you're gonna do. Cut sugar beets. No. We got grass. Okay. Grass was included in there. Didn't see any other ones, did I? Don't. Because there's the silage. That's not where I want to go. Construction. If we go here, and we go to silos, I guess it doesn't really specify. Oh, that's manure anyways. Chaff, grass, or hay. Oh, you can put hay into there? So I'm guessing that's the 3 items that they show on there, but I'm not sure why it's like chaff, grass, and hay. So 85,000 is what we need for that. We're probably going to need a different wagon. In fact, I'm going to probably end up selling the wagon that we have, just because that one's kind of like construction-y, and I'd like something that's more farm-ish, if you want to put it that way. But I'm not quite ready to get to that point. Looks like some of the grass is growing, but it could use a little bit more growth out of it. Corn is definitely knee-high before the 4th, although I think I've said that before. I'm only thinking of that because, you know, it's like July 1st tomorrow. That's only almost July 4th in real life here. Probably looking at grabbing this guy. And I'm probably going to be putting the cultivator on here and start digging stuff up. If I can remember where I put the cultivator. Why do I not see the cultivator? I didn't get rid of it, did I? So that's the disc harrow over there. And subsoiler. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Somebody was hiding it over here by the sprayer that I knocked over previously. Guess I probably don't need it unfolded. So, yeah, all these fields that I just harvested, it's going to be time to dig them up. I'm not going to mulch any of them because we shouldn't be mulching any of those. So it's going to be a matter of digging these guys up and spend a lot of time doing that, and unfortunately it's going to take lots of time. As far as the rest of our fields here, oh, let's see here. Yeah, these are getting close. I mean, everything's kind of getting close for harvesting, but it's going to be a while. And I think we're going to look into what we're going to be using. I don't think I want to use an auger wagon. Wow, that's a big... Oh yeah, look at that. The auger's right there. Oh, that's cool. I remember these trailers. Yeah, it can be used for seed and fertilizer and... Whoa! Mother bins. That is a giant. Wait, they get bigger? How much space is in that? It needs 400 horsepower. Holy... I want to have one of these. I 100% want to have one of those. What is this? This is interesting. What does that one hold? Oh, that's for sugar beets. Also for sugar beets. Also for sugar beets. That's... Oh, that's like a silage type thing, and then it's also got the spout. So, for example, these guys used to haul... I don't know. So it's 46 to 70. This was like a whole semi-full, right? So it was like 60,000 liters, right? That's what we were doing. So 46 to 70 meters worth. That's twice as big. Can hold a lot of weight. This guy is even more than that. 211. 70. That's 3 times. That's like 3 semis worth. That's like 180,000 liters. There's probably enough in that chaser to fill up that entire bin right there. We have to get one of those at some point, because that just sounds absolutely ridiculous. That should be a goal for our series now. That we have a goal. I don't care about anything else. I want to get that giant chaser bin, and I want to see what the heck that's all about, because that thing is crazy. Anyways, I'm going to start digging here, and I probably got some hay bales that I'll end up baling at some point. We'll see. But chopping is the next thing on our list. So we'll probably end up coming back for a little while. We'll purchase the stuff that we need for chopping and maybe start in on it. We'll see. It all depends on the timeline here. But we might just end up purchasing some stuff. This is also going to have to get planted at some point. Because if you look at this, we can start planting like canola here in August. And then wheat can go in September. So we're probably going to look at doing that. Apparently barley's just a little bit earlier. So yeah, August we can start, in 2 days we can start planting this stuff. We probably should get this stuff planted. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Well, here it is. It is early August. And I probably should be baling hay and selling some of that and making sure I have enough for winter time, but you know, I don't want to do that yet. So where is the sell point for... Oh yeah, that's right, in here for the shop. It is time to take some silage off. Which means we're going to get rid of our lovely stone picking trailer that we had. Actually, we'll shut you off. We don't need you running. But I'm excited to do silage just because, well, there. I'll show you in a bit. I'll show ya. So if we repair it. Oh yeah, it went up a little bit. Yay. Alright, we got some money. So this is what I mean right here. So if we go into Forage Harvest headers here. So this is the one we were originally looking at, right? It's all fancy and stuff like that. Doesn't have a header on the front though, it looks like. But I didn't see one when I was looking through here. Now this guy, this Pottinger Mex 5, remember this one? We ran this a lot. Chopper on the front, hook it up to the front of the tractor, it blows it up over the top of the tractor into the wagon behind you, right? Well, this has got a new version. A side coupler, so you can hook it to the back of the vehicle, back of the tractor, and then hook the trailer up right behind it. So it's not quite so long. Now I can change that. So I want to buy this guy because I think this is really cool. And then obviously we're going to need some sort of a trailer that will take silage. Obviously most of these will take silage. So I want to find a decent one. So that one could haul 16 tons and it was 12 meters. Look how giant that thing is. Whew. That's right, we did look through some of these before, didn't we? Well, a pull behind like this would be ideal. Simply because it's easier to work with generally. We'll probably put the wider Trelleborg tires like that. Actually, ooh, BKT. Yeah, I like those tires. Yeah, we'll buy one of these. We may end up buying a second one at some point too. We'll have to see. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Those got delivered in the middle of the field, didn't they? Yeah, let's what is it? reset. So if we do this and we reset it, should go back over. Yeah, went back over by me. So I may or may not have put those in the exact middle of that sunflower field. Hoping that didn't break everything. Alright, so let's see how this works out here. I'm excited about this. Just gonna go in right about like that. So you can lift the header. Oh, I see. This does not lift at all. There's no unfolding or anything like that. But I like that it's like coupled to the tractor really nice. It's short. Means you can actually maneuver these wagons a bit better here. Oop. So apparently I can't hook up the controls for this guy, which means I may not be able to dump anything. Yeah, I don't think it's going to allow me to. Which means I'm going to have to unhook the wagon, use a different tractor to unload that. So if we unhook that, it's probably not going to find anything because I need to open the cover. Now once I open that, I'm good. It'll find it. Apparently he's not able to go as fast with the chopper on there. Or it's just getting up to speed. 20 miles an hour. Nice. 21. Maxing her out. So I'm going to start chopping some of this off, and I was thinking about how I wanted to do this. I have these big fields, and we're not going to take off this giant field, right? And I have to do it myself anyways. I'm not going to probably hire anybody with this kind of chopper. Not until we get big self-propelled or something. Which actually we may not even need that for a while, so I'm just kind of curious here. So I kind of want to take off this front part of this field here. Not exactly sure why the RPMs are so high. Because I didn't start up the chopper until right now. So this should start chopping corn here. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I haven't seen this yet in Farming Simulator 22. It looks nice. There's a lot more stalks in there than there actually is going in. So they kind of messed that part up. Kind of hear the stalks. I don't know if you can hitting stuff, which is kind of cool. Now we should be able to swing this corner decently. The wagon shouldn't trail funny. Oh yeah, that's nice. But I don't know if I can make it up this hill either. This thing's using up more power than my tractor has. Oh man. Well, if this is going to take a little while, let me fill this wagon up and we'll dump our first load into the bunker over there and see how things go. Alright, I'm at least going to try this. I'm curious if this works. When I move it to the trailer, it says unload here. So I'm curious if I have the ability to actually dump with it. which would be kind of an oversight because the controls or the hydraulics that you would use are not there. So the one downside to this style of wagon is making sure you got your I don't have the turning radius for it, that's the problem. There we go. Now we're good to go. It would be a little easier if it didn't have the chopper on there, because it'd be closer to the back wheels. Let's just dump it here and see what happens. Oh, it does dump! Well, that's awesome. Oh, that sounds so good. So we're gonna have to do some work in the silo here to do some compacting. Junk. Oh, it sounds so good. Love it. Well, I guess in that case I can just keep chopping. I did cut through, so I basically just take this front section off. I mean, if you look here, we've got 18,000 units right now. I don't remember. Does anybody remember how much it was before? It's here. We go here. Construction. So it's a 12 by 28. I guess it doesn't actually specify how much. Oh, did you see that? It snapped. Oh, so you can like build on and make like panels where. Oh, that's so cool. That's the way that should be. Well, anyways, I guess it's instead of a set amount, it's going to be however much we can fit into it. There we go. Down. Start chopping. Oh, that one I ran over a little bit. Alright. Well, this is going to be my life for a little while now. Time-wise, I think we're going to be good for an episode here. It might be a little on the shorter side, but to me it's a good stopping point. We're getting silage here. I apologize if this is kind of loud. I'll try to turn the volume down a little bit in editing for you guys, but yeah, so we got our chopping. We got silage being made. We may do some more with that later on. Some different stuff we'll have to see. As far as getting the silo like prepped, you know, actually made up like we're supposed to, get it compacted, we have to put additives in. Looks like we have rain coming, which is the other reason why I didn't want to cut hay. Oh, you can do it, buddy. You can make it up here. There you go. Shift down. Or like shifts down, gets some speed going, and then it decides to shift into a higher gear, and then it slows down. It's like overriding me. I was trying to change the gears. Get up here, start her back up. So yeah, there's some new things that are going to come around for silage stuff that we'll have to play around with. So we're going to do that in the next episode. Watch out, deer. That's a very common sight to see when you're chopping corn silage. I always see the deer out there because it's usually getting into the fall season, and they're out there. That's for sure. So with that, guys, thank you all for watching, and until next time, as always, take it easy.